this video, I'm going to talk about ways to become more physically attractive without changing your physical appearance. And I know that sounds like a paradox, but a lot of your physical appearance is not your bone structure, muscle density, all these kinds of things. A lot of it is actually deeper than that. And let me give you an example. How does my attractiveness change when I do this or when I do this? Instantly, I became significantly worse looking. Part of the inspiration for this video came by when I saw this girl walking by in the mall who was very unattractive. Like, she was just walking, I just could tell she looked like an old crone, like a witch of the woods or something, just walking with this horrible body language. But then when she came closer to me, I saw that on the literal sense and physically, biologically, she was like a 10. She was gorgeous. But the way she carried herself made her significantly less attractive. So number one is, of course, just your body language, is being aware of the way you carry yourself. And this is gonna sound obvious. So stand up straight, take more space, things of that nature. We all know what the correct thing to do is, but most of us don't do it. The laptop lifestyle ruins our body language. Video games, all these things ruin our body language. And the key is to start paying attention, to start doing just a quick checkup internally and be like, oh, you know what? My back is not straight. You know what? My neck is tilted forward. You know what? I'm looking down while I walk. These things make a substantial difference in the way you are perceived and how attractive you are perceived to be. And I know this because I'll go out to clubs, and when I'm in a really bad mood, I'm just stressed, I had a bad day, I walk around, no one notices me. I'll never get approached, no one will come up to me, no one smiles at me, girls don't make eye contact, no positive attention whatsoever in that kind of night. But then if I go out and I'm like, I'm here, what's up? You know, that's the energy. It's just, I'm here, I own this place. And I walk around with that vibe, with a lot of swag, all of a sudden, girls will literally approach me. I'll get girls looking over and smiling. This will happen, and it'll be a noticeably different response. Or if I talk to people, they instantly light up and almost always respond positively. Yet, when I'm in a closed off, negative state, then the opposite happens. And one really cool thing is they've done scientific research. I'll link the TED Talk about this below. But they've done scientific research showing that just putting yourself in, it's cheesy as fuck, I don't love how cheesy it is, but it still works, is that putting yourself in a power pose like Superman or some bullshit, putting yourself in that pose for just 2 minutes increases your testosterone and decreases your cortisol by, I think it's 19 and 21% respectively. Significantly increases a hormone that's associated with dominance and confidence and things like that, and decreases the hormone that's associated with distress. Think about that. Just changing your posture for 2 minutes. So, on the one hand, if you're in a good mood, your body language will be better, but you can also forcibly change your body language in an exaggerated way, knowing, hey, maybe it's a little cheesy, but who cares if it works? Just do that for a couple minutes, and then all of a sudden, your energy changes as well in tandem. You become more confident, and then that creates an upward spiral. So this is a very simple technique, but it's very powerful, and I highly recommend that everyone do it. Now, the second thing is facial expressiveness. If your face is unexpressive, you seem boring, you seem unengaging, no one wants to talk to you. You go up to a girl, you say, hey, she's like, this guy, no value, boring. If you go up and you are very animated and you're smiling a lot, you're laughing, your face is expressive, your eyes are showing emotions, whether that's desire or happiness or confidence, whatever it is, you're expressive. That instantly makes you far more attractive. And this is something to just be aware of. Like, think, am I animated and am I expressive? One way to increase this is just use your hands more. If you use your hands more, your face will naturally become more expressive as well. A lot of guys, they learn to be too closed off, too unexpressive, to the point that it makes them very unattractive. It makes it very logical. Women don't feel any emotions interacting with you, so they don't want to talk to you. They don't find you attractive. Another big one is having your eyes too wide open. If your eyes are very wide open, that makes you look stressed, it makes you look uncomfortable, and that makes women emotions spread. So that makes women feel uncomfortable talking to you. So just being more expressive, making a point to speak with a little more enthusiasm, a little more passion. If you do that, your face will automatically become more expressive and you will become far more attractive. This makes a substantial difference. And a lot of men automatically make themselves significantly less attractive because they interact with people, no energy. Like low energy Jeb. No energy. Well, of course, girls are like, why? What emotion is this guy making me feel? What is he making me experience? What value is he offering? The answer is none. So I'm going to get more and more bored, and eventually I'm going to look for something else to do, someone else to talk to, someone who makes me feel something, because that's what social interactions in a bar, a club, meeting strangers, it's about making someone feel something, or going on a date. It's all about the emotions you're experiencing. It's not a logical exchange. Who cares about that? Women certainly don't. What did you make her feel? And being animated, being expressive, being charismatic, putting your energy out there, that is you offering value. And then women will naturally want to offer you value in return, whether that's by giving you their attention, hanging out with you longer, dating you, etc. Number 3 is to be around other women. This is known as preselection. Think about someone like Post Malone. He's not a good-looking guy. No offense if he's somehow subscribed to my channel. Not a good-looking guy. A lot of people don't like the face tattoos, don't find that like classy or attractive, and chubby, etc. He's not the best-looking guy physically, but he can date Instagram models all day, every day, right? He can date anyone he wants because being famous, especially being a famous rapper, gives him preselection. Because there's other people who are just as famous, let's say Louis C.K., who does not have access to infinite women. So it's not just the fame. Being a famous rapper gives you preselection. Everyone knows that rappers fuck a lot of women, that they have a lot of unplanned children, that they have no problem getting girls. It comes with the territory. And so someone like Post Malone, a below average looking guy, has infinite access to women because everyone knows that other women want him. The feeling that other women want you is a shortcut in the female brain that means there must be something about him. He must be high status. He must be an alpha male. As an example, my last girlfriend, I ended up meeting her. I was talking to like 5 girls at a club, and then she approached me. She approached me because she saw me having a lot of fun with other girls who seemed to be flirting with me. And she automatically thought, ooh, this is a guy I want to know. This is a guy I want to meet. And preselection is so powerful that it will often get women to make the first move when normally they wouldn't do that. I've had it recently happen where I was talking to several girls at a club and another group approached us and started talking to me and asked me for my number within a few minutes. This happened because of preselection. Funny enough, I'm told that the way my parents met is that my father and mother, they like met once. She didn't like him. And then he was at a party and he was the center of attention, surrounded by people. And then she became intrigued, even though initially she was not interested. Preselection made the difference. At least that's how the story was told to me. And look, do you need preselection? No. There have been plenty of times where I approached a girl and ended up dating her without any preselection. It's not necessary, but it always helps. So when you're out in a social environment, it's good to make friends with everyone, especially the women in the environment. You don't have to hit on every girl. It's not always like a sexual thing, but befriending everyone, being that guy that is the center of attention. And you can also, I learned this from a friend many years back, but you can merge groups. So let's say you befriend a group, maybe you're not even attracted to them, but there's several girls you're talking to having a good time. Then you see a girl that you find attractive, you bring that group in to join everyone else, and now it's kind of like it's your party and everyone else is a part of it. And now these different girls are competing for you, and you've created a very interesting dynamic where you have a lot of preselection. It's very easy to do. Anytime you're talking to a group, you can bring someone else in, and then you've created preselection out of thin air. You don't have to bring girls with you to the club. That often backfires. But anytime you're out in a social environment, you can create preselection by when you're talking to one group, bring more people in. You can make it entertaining. You can bring a girl in and say, meet my sister when she's not your sister. You can say, meet my girlfriend. You can say things like that to make the dynamic basically playful and fun right from the beginning. But women will literally perceive you as more attractive if you have preselection. Women see Post Malone as a 10 because of preselection. They respond to him the same way. And that's why it is so powerful. So in this video, you've learned 3 different ways to become more physically attractive without changing your appearance. If you found this video useful, I highly recommend you click the link below to get a copy of my complete guide to dating success called The Spark.